Hello and welcome to Bible study with me, Christian Holm. Today it is part number 27 in this Bible teaching series that I have called The Recipe for Salvation Bible Teaching Series. And the Bible verses that I'm going to go through today are the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, and verses 38 to 42. And if you are wondering which kind of Bible translation that I am reading when I am recording this video, it is the New Revised Standard Version from American Bible Society. Okay, I repeat. I read today from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, and verses 38 to 42. I will start with reading these 5 Bible verses first, and then I will start to explain these 5 Bible verses. Okay, I start reading now. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist an evildoer. But if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your coat, give your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go also the 2nd mile. Give to everyone who begs from you, and do not refuse anyone who wants to borrow from you. Okay, now I start to explain these 5 Bible verses. It starts with verse 38. I can read it again. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. This is one of the sayings among the Jewish people in this time, that if someone destroys 1 eye on you, then you shall take revenge and destroy 1 of his eyes. Or if someone hits you and you lose 1 tooth, then you shall take revenge and hit him back, and so he loses 1 tooth. So, like a scratch for a scratch, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. It's this taking revenge in exactly the same way, exactly the same measure as the damage you got yourself. And this saying was revolutionary in its time when it was invented, because before, the revenge could be much worse. So if you gave a scratch If you hit someone and that person received a scratch, then it might be that that person took revenge many times worse and killed you. And so as a solution to that, it was this saying that why not stick to this rule, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. In its time, when this saying was invented, it was revolutionary. But now Jesus Christ is coming with something that is even more revolutionary. Now he is revealing a kind of righteousness that is even more revolutionary. So Jesus Christ is saying, I can repeat, I can read it again, the verse 38. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. That was verse 38. Now comes verse 39. But I say to you, do not resist an evildoer. But if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. So if someone strikes you on the right cheek, like this, if someone strikes you on the right cheek like this, in a scorning way, you were to turn the other cheek so they could hit you that way instead. And verse 40. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your coat, give your cloak as well. That is like rewarding the evildoer. You see here, if someone strikes you on the one cheek, then you like turn the other cheek, like as an invitation to the evildoer that if you want, you can strike me on this cheek also. It's not for sure that the evildoer will strike you on the other cheek, but you give the evildoer the invitation to strike you, that you open up for the possibility you open up the possibility for the evildoer to, with your permission, that the evildoer strike you on the other cheek. Or, for example, in verse 40, I read it again. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your coat, give your cloak as well. Here, it is rewarding someone's evil doing with good. Here it is an example of rewarding the evildoer's evil with good. Rewarding the evil that is done with good. If someone is taking you to court, and sues you and take your coat, then after that person has taken your coat, you voluntarily give the cloak to him as well. That is to reward the evil with good. That is to do good to the one that has done you evil. That is to do good to the one that has done evil to you. That is the theme here. That is the theme among these 5 Bible verses. To do good towards the one that is doing you evil. And verse 41 says, "And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go also the 2nd mile." So when you are already done going the 1 mile, for example, going 1 mile in helping someone with something, maybe going 1 mile carrying something for 1 mile, but after 1 mile and you have done what was asked, what you were forced to do, someone asked you or forced you to go 1 mile in and help that person to carry something, for example, for 1 mile, then you voluntarily go the 2nd mile. So you are not taking revenge, you are doing good towards the one that has done you evil. I read verse 41 again. "And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go also the 2nd mile." Yeah. And here verse 42. "Give to everyone who begs from you, and do not refuse anyone who wants to borrow from you." I can tell you this is generally speaking. I mean, to do according to what it says here, it is generally speaking. There are exceptions to the rule. Sometimes you are not to give to someone. You're not to give money to someone sometimes. Because some people you shall not help. And sometimes you shall not give sometimes you shall not let someone borrow from you. But in general, here, even to those you shall let people borrow from you, even people that you expect that they will never pay you back. Even those people you shall let them to borrow from you, and also that you give to people. So in most of the time, like maybe 95% of the time or more, you give to those that beg you. If they are poor, for example, if they are rich, I guess you don't need to give to someone that is rich, because then they don't need. Okay, that was the Bible study for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye.